Hey guys, this is Colin from Yoshimura. Today we're going to be going over how to get the pins removed from your pedal. A lot of people ask why we use an aluminum pin. Keeps the pedal light, it's a lot easier to remove, and in the case of a crash, accident, you're not ruining the whole pedal body from a steel pin. So let's get into how to get them out and how to get a replacement one in there. So we have this used pedal here, and it's about time to get some new pins in it. And sometimes you'll see that the threads get messed up, or you have a head that gets messed up in there, so it'll make it a little harder to remove. You just want to make sure that you're using a good quality tool when you get it out, such as a Park Tool T-wrench. They have a conical side on here that helps extract a bad pin. And if it really gets stripped out, you can hammer in a T15 Torx in there to back it out. And then when all else fails, you can snap it off the other side with some nice Nipex pliers. It's important that they're the parallel locking style plier. So we'll go over all those options. So your first option, of course, is to not use a junky Allen wrench. Use a nice Allen wrench with a square end. It's really important. And sometimes you might just get lucky on a bad pin just by using a good Allen wrench. And some brands like Park Tool, they'll use that the conical side on it, and it'll help dig into the head of the screw as you're backing it out, and you'll be able to get it started. So your second option is going to be, you can go ahead and get a nice T15 Torx wrench and hammer that straight into the head, and that's going to dig into the aluminum, give it a good bite so you can start backing it out. So your third option is if you don't have a T15, you don't have a good Allen wrench, but you got a good set of pliers, you can grab that pin's threads from the backside very lightly to get it started. And it's important that you don't grab it too hard and mess up the threads. You just want to get it started. They're not that tight. They're only 2.5 Newton meters. And then you can go ahead and get whatever Allen wrench you have and back it up from the other side. Your fourth option, when the pin is really messed up and there's no coming out on it, I'd recommend using a Nipex plier or a parallel locking plier. It's really important that it's not just a cheap pair of channel locks. When you're extracting the pin from the pedal, you wiggle it back and forth slowly until you feel the pin get weak, and then you can go ahead and snap it off. From there, you can go ahead and get your T15 or your 2.5mm Allen wrench and just start backing that thing out. Now, if you do get a little too excited getting your pins out and you do manage to mess up one of the threads on the body, we do have taps on our website, and you can re-tap the pedal and get a new pin in there. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but you can still clean up those threads so you can get a new pin in there. Okay, now that you got your other pins out, now's a good time to make sure those threads are nice and clean before you go put your new pins back in. There is a small chamfer here on the threads on the pedal, so it's real easy to get these started without cross-threading them. And just nip them up by hand, and if you have a torque wrench, go ahead and tighten them to 2.5 Newton meters. Or you can just go to where the pin stops and maybe just go 1/16 of a turn extra. Doesn't need to be really tight, and you don't need to use any grease or anti-seize on here. They're designed to install dry. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and leave us a comment if you got any questions, concerns, give us an email, and stay tuned for more Yoshi tips, and we'll keep you guys riding out on the trails.